I think consistency is one of the biggest components to having success in anything in life, whether it be your career, a sport, your relationship, any facet of life. Consistency is always something that is a huge component to, if you become successful in that field or not. I've been cycling for going on 3 years now. Consistency has been something that has been on the forefront of this journey since, honestly, day one. I think consistency, people struggle with it because it requires patience, especially if you have a goal within that thing that you're being consistent with. It requires you to trust the process when things aren't lining up how you want them to line up, and then people fall off. We're human, so it's bound to happen, but I've got a few things that I think has helped me stay consistent in cycling, and I've seen results. So I think the first one is, people depend on me to be healthy. Losing my father to cancer, health has been a huge component of my life, more so after he passed. And, my fiance, my family, my friends, they depend on me to be healthy. So that is one thing that keeps me going when I don't feel like it. I think the second thing is just loving the process. Starting out, I could barely stay on with group rides. I would get dropped, things of that nature. And that all fed fuel into my fire to want to get better. 3 years now, the rider I am today would 100% drop the rider I was and thought I would only be when I first started. Third, just in the gym and things of that nature, you hear about progressive overload, but progressive improvement for me is great. I don't mind things that take a long time because I know if I trust the process, I'll get to where I want to be in the future. So seeing myself progress as a cyclist, whether it be technique, power, fitness, everything that goes into the big pot, seeing all that stuff grow over time is paramount to me. And you can celebrate those small wins. And last, I think there's a flow when it comes to being consistent with something. You decide to start to do it, and it's a chore. I don't feel like it, I don't want to do it today, etc. But then you fall more in love with it, you see results, and you want to double down on that thing. It's like, okay, it was a chore, now it's part of my routine. As you continue to progress and see small improvements and, week, monthly milestones, that routine becomes part of your lifestyle. And cycling has become a part of my lifestyle. And I think people, when they see me, they probably think about that, which is great. So stay consistent, trust the process, be patient, and you will see results on the other side of your consistency.